In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a super simple day trading strategy that you can start implementing right away when trading futures. But real quick, as always, if you guys do find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. All right, so throughout this video, I want you guys to keep in mind that this strategy works in any market. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to watch the first 30 minutes of price action. So the market opens at 9:30 a.m. New York time, and we are going to watch all the price action from that 9:30 opening candle all the way to 10 a.m., which is going to be this candle right here. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to observe the highest point of price action within that first 30 minutes and the lowest point of price action within that first 30 minutes. So as we can see, the lowest point of the first 30 minutes was right here, and the highest point of the first 30 minutes was right here. This is going to be known as our opening range. So what you want to do is mark the lowest point of price action within the first 30 minutes, and you want to mark the highest point of price action within the first 30 minutes. Now, what we want to look for is for price to either break above the high of that first 30-minute range or for price to break below the 30-minute range. Now from here, what we are going to look for is for price to trade back up into that low of the first 30-minute range or for price to trade back down to the high of the first 30-minute range. When price trades back up into the low of that 30-minute range, you are going to look for a short entry. So you want to look for this area to become resistance. And if price were to break above the high of that first 30-minute range, you're looking for it to pull back to that level and make it support so you can look for longs. So if we apply this to the first 30 minutes of today's session using replay mode, we can see that as this 5-minute candle closed right here, it took us into 10 o'clock. So what we are going to do is mark this low point right here. Again, the lowest point of price action within the first 30 minutes, and then the highest point of price action within the first 30 minutes. As we can see on this next candle right here, price then broke below this area. Now what we are going to look for is for price to trade back up into this level and to make it resistance. And usually for my entry, I'm going to watch either a 5-minute or a 2-minute time frame, so just scaling it down to a 2-minute. We can see on this candle right here, price comes up and it rejects off of that level. So what we are going to be looking for is a short entry. So we would be going short at the close of this candle right here. And our stop loss is going to be set right above the high of this candle. Obviously, today we already know that we traded down into that pre-market low. So we'll just put a take profit down there. But this is exactly what your trade would look like. You'd be risking roughly about $450, give or take. And your reward was $1,612. As you can see on this very next candle, very large move to the downside. At this point, you're going to trail your stop loss at least at break even, slightly in profits. And then on that very next candle, your price target was hit. So let's go ahead and let's go look at another example, except this time on the Nasdaq futures. And real quick, if you're finding value and you want to learn directly from me for the rest of your life, get access to live trading with me forever, access to in-person events with me and Team Bull, access to my swing trading course, both of my trading books, and so much more, I am running another mentorship program. So if you want more details about that, make sure to check out the link down in the description, set up a call with me and my team, and you'll be receiving more details on that phone call. All right, so now looking at this example, but to the downside on the Nasdaq futures, as we can see right here, when the market opens, we just sit in this trading range. However, what we're going to do is mark the lowest point of price action within the first 30 minutes, which is this low point right here. And then we're going to mark the highest point of price action within the first 30 minutes. So now this is going to be our opening range. What we are looking for is for price to either break above this range, come back and test it as support to look for longs, or for price to break below this range, come back, make it resistance to look for shorts. So now right here, as we can see, price broke below the opening range. So this right here would be your confirmation to get short because we broke below it. We tried to pop back up and then ultimately we failed it. So at the close of this 5-minute candle, that's when you're going to be looking to go short with a stop loss set right above this high point right here. So to put it into perspective on how the trade would look, this is going to be your risk. Bare minimum, you want a 1-to-1 risk to reward, which would be at the pre-market lows. But after that, I mean, ideally more. So on this trade, you would be risking roughly about $1,400. Your first take profit's going to be about $1,500, but ideally you want to see a lot more out of that trade. So we'll just put it all the way down here for the time being. And as we can see, this trade immediately started working out. Your first price target was hit. Therefore, you would be scaling out of your position and moving your stop loss down at least to break even, but ideally in profits. And then from there, your full take profit was hit. And like I said, this works in any market. So let's go ahead and find an example on the YM futures. So now looking at the Dow Jones futures, the first 30 minutes of market open, we have our lowest point of price action, which is going to be all the way down here. And then the highest point of price action, which is going to be right here. Now, what we are going to be looking for and waiting for is for price to either break below this range to look for shorts, or for price to break above this range to look for longs. Now, as we can see, we broke above this range right here. You could have scaled down to a lower time frame to look for an entry as price started to close above. However, if we go back to the 5-minute time frame, I want you guys to notice what happens when price comes down and hits this area. So we broke above that opening range. We now came back and tested this area as support. We want to be looking for long entries with a stop loss set right below this previous high. So here is roughly where your stop loss would be. You'd be risking roughly about $825. As always, we want bare minimum a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Ideally, this high point right here. So about like a $1,400 take profit. We'll just put it higher for now. And this is how your trade would look. You could have even entered over here for a better risk to reward, but here's where the stop is. Here's where the price target's going to be. Now, as we let this play out, you can see immediately we went into a new high a day. At that point, you would have been trailing out of your position, moving your stop loss up, and you would have been stopped out either in profits or at least break even on this position. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this setup is not going to present itself every single day. And as always, we want to look for confirmation before we take the trade. It's not like I'm always going to be going long or short just because we come back to test the 30-minute orb. You always want confirmation behind that trade to actually get in. Now, what does confirmation look like? Well, if we break above the high of the 30-minute orb and we come back to test it, I'm watching that lower wick, but I'm also watching the volume to see if any buyers are present. And I'm also going to be looking at order flow to confirm, are there truly buyers at that area? And I'm also going to be looking at order flow to confirm, are there actually buyers at that area? If you want to learn more about order flow, I will be leaving a link down to a video on Bookmap in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. But if price were to break below the low of the 30-minute orb, I'm looking for price to trade back up into the area, look for bearish price action, bearish volume. But I'm also going to be looking at order flow to confirm that there are truly sellers. So again, make sure you guys check out those Bookmap videos. But as always, if you guys did find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.